Hello there, beautiful people of the internet. Today we will be having a look at the new dockyard ship, the Laffey, one of the more interesting additions to the game in recent times. We get a similar smoke to the Christopher, which is the Tech 3 tier 10. The only difference is that our smoke is a bit reduced. But the concept is the same. You can use this smoke basically, and you have a fixed timer of 80 seconds, 1 minute 20. To basically smoke yourself up, but as you can see, our smoke is not as long as the one from Christopher. We get not that much out of it, so therefore we only use it usually to disengage, not really to farm a lot of damage. It's not really that possible with that ship, so we might as well only use it to disengage. We have a good heal, actually pretty much a super heal, 8.3k heal, which is very good for us. Which allows us to take very aggressive DD trades, and if we get away, we can always heal back up, and we can out-trade almost every DD. There's not a lot of DDs that can actually kill us if we manage to get all 3 heals to pop. So that's something to keep in mind, and that's also something that is very, very good on this ship in particular, that you can just do so much with that heal and out-trade a lot of DDs. It's a bit unfortunate, for example, like in this situation, it's not really possible for us to farm a lot of damage in here. Generally speaking, this ship is not really good at farming damage. Sometimes you get the opportunity to just farm certain targets, and you will do pretty decent regarding that. But it's nothing crazy. You don't do a horrendous amount of damage, and you're more a DD hunter than anything else, which leads to this ship being, I guess, properly balanced. You're not that strong, I would say. Not that strong of a DD. You are pretty decently balanced. It's okayish, I guess. I don't know what is that gear doing here. We have 20,000 BBs here, which is unfortunate that we played this ship, because as said, we can't really farm too much damage with this ship. We are more like a DD hunter type DD. Oh, Hannover in the middle is spotted, interesting. But to be honest, we might as well want to farm some damage on this man, because he's just sitting there. Let's make some more distance to Hannover and all these other ships, so we don't get hit by their secondaries that hard. As you can see, we can only pen certain armor types, usually only the superstructure. He's not even moving forward, like what the fuck is happening here? What is he doing, man? Can somebody explain that? I don't even know what I'm doing here, to be honest. I think we're just farming some damage until we actually get shot at by the enemy. But before that, we should be fine here, relatively. Okay, he shot at us, but with LP, so that's fine. Is that... okay, I guess that's the... Utrecht shooting us. Which is fine. I mean, this should take some damage, but we have the double fire running on the Sigir, so that's really nice. We forced him to go out of this position. We're just kind of cleaning up the flank here. The fire is ticking, so that's great. We didn't have to use our smoke because he went behind the island and our range is like not that large. So that's great. Let's see, the Satsuma is just reversing. No idea what he's doing. No idea what he's doing there. Annapolis is coming to our flank, something we have to keep an eye out for. Oh. Conqueror's running away. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here, to be honest. Like, my team is suiciding into them, which is a bit unfortunate. Satsuma seems to go forward again, so let's try to top that. Only 8 kilometers of tops, which limits you in a lot of ways. You can't really top outside of radar ranges. So it's clear that this is not really your goal. It's just something, a defensive tool maybe. And also when you already cleaned up the flank, so you can actually maybe get some torps into the enemy. The real question is, what is the Satsuma gonna do? Let's throw our first set. Colbert is actually pushing into us, which might be kind of bad, because he's faster than we are. As you can see, we don't have a speed boost. Should be fine though. We can close distance to our Vermont, and therefore we can probably and hopefully disengage this. Okay, we're gonna land at least one torp. Let's throw the next set. We will try to disengage like from this angle. So we top that. And maybe we hit. Let's see. Yeah, I think we should at least hit one of the torps, right? And his DCP should still be down, so... should do pretty decent damage if we actually get a flood. We get a flood, very good. Very, very good. That's a flood that will tick. So he should die there. Hopefully. We're just spotting here, to be honest, for the rest of our team. As you can see, all of our BBs are sitting behind us, so we might as well just wanna SWAT a bit. There's like 4 ships sitting there, something we need to keep an eye out for. They can really fuck us up if we get spotted in that position. There's the Annapolis. We need to be careful about him. So we rather rotate into a more middle-ish position, because I can't really do anything against Annapolis realistically. But I can do a lot of things against an Aegir, Daring and Hanover. It's like no problem. We can definitely deal with these. Maybe our team's actually interested in shooting this Colbert running into us. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Apparently not. It's unfortunate. He's just pushing in with a Colbert, which seems like a relatively bad decision, but our VVs rather shoot a fucking Libertad. That's unfortunate. He wants to turn out. So we wanna torp that. Or is he? Maybe he's not even willing to turn out, I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure. No, he's actually turning out. Why is our BB's not punishing this, bro? That's a bit questionable, isn't it? Okay, we need to get closer to the middle-ish position. He suffers greatly from this push. Let's top this, because I expect the Colbert to go around there. Let's run into a more central-ish position. We can also use this island to kind of farm this Libertad pushing in, because otherwise he will kill our cruisers and stuff, so... Okay, the Colbert does not seem to be interested in actually pushing up here. Something we can absolutely abuse. Let's use our smoke a bit for farming purposes here. We have to smoke, otherwise we would get kind of shafted in front of these. Let's try to get a fire here. Oh, I forgot. The smoke playing time is not that great. Also, the fire chance is not that great. 5.5 is our fire chance, which is not really good. Okay, yeah, okay, our VV already died, so we might as well want to stop our smoke here, get another salvo out. Could have used our burst here, would have been the better play. We didn't get the fire, it's a bit unfortunate. I don't know, what is he going to do here? Okay, seems like he wants to still push in, which is good for us. We'll go through here. Actually going into that cap. Hopefully they kill the Hanover. Yeah, it looks like he's dead. Oh. Hopefully he does not kill our Salem, because that would be kind of bad for us. Let's go up here, top this approach. He's kind of sending it right now, so we might as well wanna take advantage of that. Oh, look at that. What is that dispersion, by the way? Questionable. Okay, we go unspotted here. And let's rotate into the middle. Fortunately, no fires on the Libertad, but that's fine. We can also, I mean, we could theoretically try to go for something funny on this Colbert here, maybe. I don't know how much he shreds us. I mean, on this distance, he probably shreds us really, really fast. But let's see. Also, you have a certain amount of time. When you use smoke, you can't instantly click it off again, which is a bit unfortunate, but yeah, it's like pretty normal. We get the cap, which gives us a big advantage regarding the fighting here, because now they are pressured into pushing into us, which they weren't before, which will allow us to do hopefully a lot more here. Nice. It's a good kill. We try to get some damage on the staring here, to be honest. We have heals still left. We didn't use a single one so far. And we were kinda just spotting a lot of times, not really open watering, so therefore we didn't particularly need it. Okay, let's just use the burst. For this situation, that's great, because it allows us to basically nuke certain DDs when they want to go unspotted, which we see when they try to smoke and stuff, so that's great. They have 1 minute, so they have to push into us. We're kind of blocking the way, so the Daring can't really send it into us, which hopefully will allow us to punish him if he does so. Need to keep an eye out for Annapolis, 12-kilometer distance. He might be willing to go for something funny here. Okay, it's actually contested, so that means the Daring went into this cap. He must be at that island, so let's top that. We will go for the spots here. Oh, there's an Utrecht pushing in as well. I have to be a bit careful about that one. Okay. Let's just use our smoke again. We still have some time left here, so we might as well. Aww. Okay, Nobody's spotting that, bro? Okay, now something is spotting it. Aww. Please get spotted again, man. We don't have a lot of smoke left. We're gonna use all of it now. We have 1 second left of smoke, which will kinda allow us to disengage if we need to. Okay, this will be a bit unfortunate. Ain't gonna lie. I feel like we will lose this because our Yoshino and our Los Andes are so far away. Just a bit unfortunate indeed. Yeah, the Utrecht will probably survive. Can't really shoot that. We can try to get some decent shots into the staring though. Maybe get some more damage into him. Maybe we can actually bait him into shooting at us. He will run into us here. We just need to kind of speed juke this. Okay, we need to run away. There's realistically no point. We just smoke up here. He probably has a something ready for us anyways. We need to play close to this island. Our BBs our Los Andes can't really do stuff against it. It's a bit unfortunate. It seems like we lose this game. Nothing really we can do about it, to be honest. We just had like 2 Pepegas of BBs. The game was basically won until our Patrie just committed in front of 20 ships. Also, our Yugumo got catched by thin air. Very funny. Yeah, we can't really do too much here. It's a bit unfortunate. The Conqueror gets himself spotted again. We will probably get pushed by one of the DDs soon enough. But we first need to kill some targets here, otherwise it's... I mean, it's lost. Like, realistically, we're not gonna kill 5 ships here. Even though they are kinda low, but they have heal bars and all these sorts of things, and we are not the DD that can actually carry. We are more like the DD that wants to support the teammates and stuff, so yeah. Also, why are we not getting fires on this man? Seems like a rather questionable thing. Oh, but maybe they rush into us and we can actually get some decent shots. I don't get fires, man. Why do I not get fires, bro? Okay, Annapolis pushes into us, which will be kinda interesting, I guess. Actually, let's load HE for the DD and try to pop out the Annapolis. Maybe that's something we can kill, indeed. Activate one of our heals here. Oh, Yoshino's completely useless, man. I don't know. Okay, we get the kill on the Annapolis. Let's reverse to get maybe the daring kill as well. It's over. I mean, the moment this Conqueror pushes around, we are Hydro, so he's close enough. Like, he's on a 3 km distance. Oh yeah, there goes. Some torps. I don't know, how many torps does he get? I'm not sure. Oh. Some damage. We just have to try to do something here. But yeah, realistically it's over. Realistically it's pretty much over. Too bad. Too bad. We couldn't really carry these teams. Yeah. That's a bit unfortunate. Whatever, we can't change it, right? Let's try to get some more damage here into this man. We actually got a couple of citadels. As you can see, the AP is pretty decent. We did a lot of damage in this period of time. Which actually pushed us over 200k, so that's really nice. Team score-wise, pretty high up there. The Salem played pretty well. The rest of my team was rather dogshit. Something we can't really change, but yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Laffey really needs teammates that actually take advantage of you playing for the team. Because you're not that good at dealing damage. I mean, this game was pretty good in terms of damage, 280k. But this won't happen on a regular base. You will get a lot of DD kills, so you will allow your team to play more aggressive position and also your team to have spotting at all time. But if you have a certain BP players that are not taking advantage out of this intel that you're giving them, you will still like do so little. Of course, you can't really pump out damage in a large amount of way. This is the general build we're running. I'm running Dazzle, just for the case we want to go for the DD engagement. And 15 seconds after I've been spotted, I get enemy ships have a burst dispersion on me. So that's really nice if you go into these DD engagements and then try to get out of them with your smoke. So that's something we are kind of aiming for with this build. In this game we couldn't really show that. This is the general equipment, pretty standard. You're kind of forced, like you don't get the option. For example, gearing I think gets the option rather taking defensive fire or the speed boost. You only get the defensive fire, which still sometimes will help if the carrier greases you, but at the same time, like really if the carrier wants you dead, there's not much you can do about that. So yeah, it's nice to have, but realistically, the things you value the most on the Laffey is pretty much the heal and also then the smoke, which is pretty interesting. But I think it's a bit unfortunate that it only gets 18 seconds of the smoke. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate indeed. For this game, 3 DDs. We usually want a lot of DDs in our games. So I'm very happy that we actually get 3 this time. We are kind of the DD counterplay. Also, as you could see, like certain cruisers we can sit at a pretty well, especially on close distance. One of these cruisers is the Colbert. Also other light cruisers like Minotaur and stuff. So you can even punish these cruisers if they want to just completely int into you. Obviously you will get probably traded out, but with the app key you can do a lot of damage in very short time to these light cruisers. So that's really nice and something to keep in mind. The AP is no joke. You can punish broadsides pretty decently with it. It's not the greatest. We don't get like Elbing kind of guns or something like that. But still, if the superstructure, if you already set a fire and they are broadside to you, it's maybe worth to switch to the AP sometimes. Even though you're not really that good of a farmer. Like there are certain ships, for example Ragnar and stuff, which spend a lot more, that are just doing way better than you in terms of farming. So in general, it's very rare that you get into a position where you can just free farm enemies. Sometimes it's possible, especially with islands. The smoke is not long enough to use it for farming. As you could see in the last game, it was down pretty fast. It's more for the disengaging. So therefore you usually just tend to sit at islands when you farm, otherwise you don't get the option to do a lot of damage. If you open water, your ship is not that fast, 38 knots on top. It's not bad, definitely not bad, but it's also not great. So yeah, you just need to be a bit careful, especially if you open water. You get hit pretty easily, and your ship is not that small, so enemies will land a good amount of shells. Can't spot anything here. But we're located, so I believe there is something on the flank running our way. Maybe the Shimmer, which would be kind of nice. Also, we need to keep an eye out for his torps. Actually, top that angle, that would be pretty bad, because his torps are ready by now, and he already threw them probably. So, yeah. Venezia is also a big problem. But he's on the opposite side, so that's nice. Also, like all the raiders on the opposite side. We can play a lot more aggressive, seeing that. Osborne is as well. Oh, interesting. Did he actually just went for the cap? But then we can do this a bit shorter here. Cut in, try to go for the C cap, defend it. Okay, nothing there yet. Let's see if we still get something spotted. Okay, spotted. Okay, interesting. 2 times located. I don't know. There must be probably a cruiser around here with location as well, or is there a second DD? I'm not sure. It's like either one of these. But judging by the divisions, oh my, actually the Azumar's not spotted yet. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Usually enemies just tend to play over this flank, but this time they're just, I don't know, chilling below C, I guess. At least that would be my guess. But we had no spotting yet, so it might be different. Like all the farmable targets on the other side, which is kinda unfortunate indeed. The enemy loses all their ships. Interesting. I guess this will be a quick game. This will be probably a quick game. Still located. I don't know, let's see if the DD still sits in this cap. Our Cerberus is spotted, so it's pretty likely that he's still sitting there. Okay, maybe not. Actually, maybe he just left. Just swapped his radar location. Yeah, okay. This was the right guess. Yeah. In these situations, it might also be worth, to be honest, instead of Dazzle, take RPF, just to be a better DD hunter. But usually I'm capable of thinking where these people are going, so like kind of predicting where these people will be playing around. But like, I don't know, these people are just something else, I suppose. Let's use our key here. Get a bit of damage. Something shot us there, so that's probably the DD. Which is nice. Already 11k. Into this Wujing. He's actually committing. He might, right? Okay, let's use our smoke. But more on the way to get into a position where we can actually top this man. Which would be kind of funny. Because he seems to actually commit into this. But we don't want to get spotted here, otherwise we will just do too much damage. So let's use our first top side here. Reverse. And use our second one as well. We should have used our second one earlier, because now they're kind of clipping the island here. That's a bit unfortunate. Oh, look at this. We have a shimmer in our asshole. There we go. But he already smoked himself, so that's great. And he didn't hit a single torp, so that's also kind of great. Unfortunately, the Wujing just got unspotted. Oh no, bro, no. Can we please kill that Wujing? Would be big appreciated. We can kill that. Please. Okay. Now we will just kinda kite out here. Hopefully the Shimmer will commit forward. Oh, there's a Zuma as well. Nah, man. Not dealing with that shit. Not dealing with that shit. He will probably top now. We just want to disengage here, to be honest. No point. There's the Zoomer sitting behind that Shimmer. There's no way we're gonna outtrade him there. This CD is kind of misplaying here. So we were just waiting for him to go spotted. Which he probably will. Because our Cerberus is just pushing in here. And we have our guns ready. We kind of shield ourselves from the Shimmer and the Azuma. And we're just kind of sitting here. There we go. There comes TDD. Oh my god. No, bro. He topped us instead of the man. Nah, bro. There's a Cerberus running him down and he tops us, bro. No. That's a bit unfortunate. I don't know, we should lock this. Also, like, why is he reversing into that Cerberus? Seems a bit questionable. But we get a heal, so even eating this Torb is not the end of the world for us. Shima and Azuma on the flank. To be honest, like, just playing team orientated, it would be just the right play to now kind of go for the Shimmer and the Azuma. But I want to do some more damage in this game, so I'm gonna run to the other side. There's not really too much I can do. If I just go for Shimmer and Azuma, I will maybe do like, I don't know, 20 more K in that game. On the other side, I still have some targets that I could farm. This side was a bit unrewarding, so to say. While Cerberus probably dies there. I don't know, is Ohio is actually spotted. Ohio will probably die because of our play. Yeah, we're kind of betraying him here. But the Shimmer tops are out, so if he's smart, he will still just run around the corner and just fuck this Azuma. Actually, let's go for the farm on him. Gun angles, by the way, are not too bad. Not too shabby, indeed. Our tops unfortunately completely miss. I thought he would commit forward a lot earlier. Because now he can probably get clipped by the Ohio. Okay, no, Ohio actually does not clip him. Actually stop our smoke here. We can sit in his face for some periods of time. Of course, he has a slow reload. If he does not completely nuke us, we can like probably tank around 2 salvos or something. He's actually shooting AP. That's very good for us. Versus HE, he gets the good HE from the Japanese. That stuff really hurts. We don't really want to be bothered with that. There we go. There's our fire. Let's try to bait him here. Okay. What is he doing? He's turning broad. I know we can use our AP, which as said is not too bad. We can do some damage to him, definitely. Okay, he's turning in again. Bit unfortunate. Wait a second. Okay, he has Hydra active, that's probably why he didn't fall for our torps. You can shoot HE, it's whatever. Oh my god, he almost killed us. Bro! How much damage did he just do? That was like 7 or 8k. Holy shit, man. And that was just front turrets. I thought we were more saturated, so he does not do that much damage. But apparently he just completely nukes us. Yeah, but as you can see, like these games happen as well, and you're kind of slow. So rotating to another side is a bit difficult. A bit difficult indeed. Actually, to be honest, the only thing we can maybe do is go for that shimmer kill. Because Venezia is a nightmare for us, so might as well wanna just go for the shimmer kill here. Maybe get him. He's probably greedy, he wants to kill that Ohio. Can actually save our Ohio from that fate. So might as well wanna do that. But as you can see, like a really good heal. We were basically dead and now we're up to 10k again. I think it's a pretty funny ship and something I really like to play. I mean, I didn't play a lot of games on it yet. To be honest, I played one game before the last one. So that makes like 2 games in total that I played on the ship. So not a whole lot, but it's really enjoyable. Sometimes you still get like pretty good rounds in it. Would not do, I don't know, 120k average or more like you do on some other DDs, like for example the gun DDs. It's pretty easy to do that amount of damage on these. On a Laffey you probably won't do that, but you will usually win a lot of games, because this ship is kind of forcing you to play for the objective, playing for DD kills, spotting, all these sorts of things. It's like one of the biggest strengths from this ship. So that's something you will kind of aim for going forward with this. And in my opinion, that's like a pretty healthy concept. Oh. What are these torps, man? What are these, man? What are these? Oh, why did he top this, man? Yeah, PF proc or something. Just running out of the smoke, is he not? Okay. Okay, we missed our entire salvo. Unfortunately, we don't get him here. But I mean, it's fine. Whatever. It is whatever. No, unfortunate. Very much unfortunate. Still, I mean, we did some damage. Pretty decent, I think. Not too much. Middle of the team. This is like one of the more usual games you will probably get in Laffey. I think probably 80 to 90k average is totally doable with this ship. It's still pretty strong with the F key, your HE and all these sort of things. You can still make it work, and if you play careful and are just a bit, how to put it, maybe like a bit careful regarding your HP pool and your positioning and all these sorts of things, you will still get pretty decent results. This game was more on the worst side of the ship. We couldn't really do a lot. All of the enemy ships were on the opposite side. Also, the LDDs were just kinda inting themselves, so not really a lot for us to do on that regard. But still, oops, I think I reported him. That's a bit unfortunate. Still, pretty decent ship, pretty fun ship. So if you have the option to get this, I think it's one of the better ships that came from the dockyard in recent times. So definitely something I would grab, and definitely something I would advise for playing. Also for playing for objective and getting high win rate, because Laffey, as it does not get that much DPM, it still gets a lot of options to influence the game in a very good way. Playing this in a division is probably very good, just because if you have a cruiser and stuff behind you, you can briefly spot DDs, disengage with your smoke, and if you have something that has a lot of HE DPM and stuff, or like Venezia or something else that can slap DDs pretty heavily, Laffey in that combination is really good. For example, Daring is also pretty good at fighting DDs just because it gets the option to disengage at will most of the times because of the fast reloading smokes and short-term smokes. And Laffey is pretty similar regarding that. It gets weaker drops and stuff. And I believe Daring is like one of my favorite ships. Laffey does not quite reach that. But still, really fun boat. Something I would grab. So if you have the options, just get it. It's really nice. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye bye.